Alright, hello everyone, and welcome for TCS Playday 2 between Numelops and THE Orange. So this is actually the fourth match of Numelops in the tournament, even though it's the first one I am casting since last week two matches were played during TMGL playoffs. And one match as well got played earlier today, where I couldn't make it in time. But I'm here for this one. So Numelops right now with 3 wins in 3 matches. Actually, the results I have are only for the 2 play days, since Playday 3 is happening today as well at the same time as Playday 4. So yeah, Numelops won the first play against Zero White and against Shift Gold, a team with a lot of German veterans of tech. So yeah, quite a scary lineup on paper. And yeah, as you can see, Big Genius as well won twice. THE Blue won twice. And yeah, that's it. So Numelops in a good position among the top teams in Division 1. So the standings after 2 play days, so after last week. So we have THE Blue with 8 points, Numelops with 7. So THE Blue actually is the only team to win 4-0 all their matches. I will come back really soon about how you get points to the league. So yes, that's why even though Numelops won their 3 matches, the 3 matches are behind THE Blue. So yeah, here are the 8 teams in first division. And now here are the rules. So you have 3 sub matches, a 1v1, a 3v3, or 4v4, on 3 different maps, if I'm not mistaken. Where yeah, two teams, one team can man one map out of the map pack to make it to make the map pool of the match. Point limit is 7 for every sub match, and one sub match won is 1 point for the league. And you get also 1 extra point for winning the most amount of rounds in total. So you can score up to 4 points in one single match. And yeah, that's why Numelops is at 7, because last week they lost a sub match. So yeah, the top 2 of the league will advance directly to the semifinals in Division 1. Meanwhile, spots 3, 4, 5, and 6 will advance to the quarterfinal. And bottom 2 will have to play a relegation playoff against top 2 from Division 2. Did I sum everything up? I think I did. So yeah, THE actually managed to put 2 lineups in Division 1, THE Blue and THE Orange. So that will be really interesting to see. Let me see if I have the... Okay, so Numelops is in red, so swap the teams. Test my score relay real quick. Everything's working fine. We are ready to go. So yeah, Numelops is favorite coming into this match, but THE Orange has quite a scary lineup. There's quite a bunch of really strong players in that lineup, so yeah, who knows? THE Orange can at least steal a bunch of points to Numelops, and yeah, that would also help a lot the sister team, THE Blue, who is the main lineup of THE. Alright, so 2 more warm-ups and then we will go live. Looks like Feed as well is playing for THE Orange as a guest player. Feed, who is qualified for Gamers Assembly Grand Finals. He was actually the second player to qualify. He will, in that final, he will play against Carl Jr., Ratchet, and Pack. So yeah, quite scary. Quite a scary lineup. THE will definitely have strong weapons to... THE Orange will definitely have stronger weapons to fight against Numelops and to deny at least a bunch of points, which would grant them points for the league as well and ensure ensures them to remain in the league. As for the standings, maybe we can look back. Yeah, THE Orange scored 2 points during the first week, so yeah. Staying in the league will be an important fight for THE Orange. I guess their main opponents to stay for the fight to avoid relegation playoff will be Zero and Kanity. This will be 3 rival teams for the relegation, so yeah, it will be important to score as many points as possible for THE Orange tonight. And yo, Idric. Oh, I forgot to promote my stream in the Numelops Discord. Let me do that real quick. So actually I don't know the score of right, bad timing to ask my question. I thought we had one more warm-up. But yeah, here we go for the 1v1, which will be on Cyanide by Silky and Isado. Oh, what a weird skin by Shark. I didn't even know you could have custom 3D models. And looks like we are not starting with 1v1. We are starting with 3v3 by the looks of it. No, 4v4 actually. I see 4 red players. So yeah, we are not starting playing the matches in the right order. I guess it doesn't matter much. So 4v4 will be played first, and we have UC, Nod, and Shark for Numelops on a good position. Deska crashing early on. Looks like we have Feed, Default, Ben, and Deska for THE Orange, UC, Shark, Nod, and Mawile for Numelops. In this round number 1 looking really good for Numelops. I see 3 players in the top 3. Mawile not too far behind neither, only Ben looks to be a contender. Yeah, this round will go comfortably to Numelops, and yeah, this overlay will be a pain to will be a pain in close rounds. I mean, yeah. Okay, thanks Dan. Yeah, no one told me yet, so thanks a lot. Okay, so yeah, good start of the evening for Numelops with 4 extra points in the league. That means 11 points in 3 matches, on dropping 1 point away. Yeah, the Shark skin is really interesting. I didn't even know you could have the TM2 core model on TM 2020. The colors are super weird though. But I have to say it looks pretty good. I should get myself one as well. But yeah, this round is looking way better for THE Orange with Feed and Deska at top 2. It's not over yet for Numelops though. The back is still really close. Half of the map is done so far. Still top 2 for THE Orange, looking pretty good because I see Default and Ben not in really bad spot neither. Yeah, if Deska and Feed can hold on to top 2, it will be a point for THE Orange, and it will be a point for THE Orange that will tie up the score to 1-1. Wait, what? Why is it not working? Okay. Oh wow, I messed that up. Oh, scoreboard is fixed. Sorry for the inconvenience. 1-1 in this 44, 1-1 overall. Because this is the first map we are playing. Mawile and UC with top 2 so far, so it's looking pretty good for Numelops, but the pack is super close. Feed not too far behind, Default as well. That could still make the round go in THE's favor. Not many crashes so far on all 3 rounds. Yeah, Shark is as well coming back, but Default and Feed are putting some pressure on. It's still looking pretty good for Numelops, because Mawile now is up to first with UC as well. Can Default and Feed snipe it? No, they can't. But wow, what a round! 6 players in half a tenth. and 7 players in 1/10. Wow, that's some crazy action. That's some crazy action. And Numelops will be up 2-1. Oh, what am I doing? Why did I remove a point? Oh, I see a Numelops player crashing down, and UC with not a really good angle as well, so that will be an opportunity for THE Orange right there. Oh, UC is dropping down as well, so that's bottom 2 for Numelops. That means Mawile and Shark needs top 2 to at least secure a draw. But it doesn't look like it because the Deska is on a super good run. They have to both overtake Deska, but Deska will have no speed at all. But Mawile will crash as well, so this run will surely go to THE Orange. Even though Shark is in first place, his teammates are all gone. So the point will be in THE Orange favor, and yeah, this sub match is really close so far. We are witnessing like super close rounds. So yeah, definitely a matchup as scary as anticipated, and Shark is dropping down right at the start. So again, Numelops in a 3v4 situation. Oh, it's 3v3, even 3v2 now, because two THE players drop down. It's Default and Ben. No, not Default and Ben. Default and I don't remember the fourth guy. Infeed, sorry. However, they can still get the draw right here because they have top 2 with Ben and Deska. So right now it is a draw for yeah, it is a draw. Depends who's 6th. And yeah, we can't see because they are too far, but looks like Ben and Deska will at least save the draw. Yes, they will. And Shark will get 6th, so it will be a draw indeed. Nice, nice save by Deska and Ben. They will yeah, prevent the opportunity. They will prevent the opportunity to score a point for Numelops, and yeah, indeed, that's a super epic match we are witnessing so far. Oh, and Nod will crash at the start, sadly. So Numelops in a 3v4 again, feed off to a good start. Benny is going wide, but looks like he will have actually not a great line through the next corner because of that. And now we have 3 Numelops players in the top 4. Only Feed is resisting. Deska is coming back as well. Actually, Feed and Deska can still make something happen in this round, but they will need a super good end. And looks like Numelops end will be good enough to secure the round. And yeah, again, these point ones are on a consistent basis. Really impressive. Once again, we have 6 players in point 1. That's insane. So now it would be 3-2 for Numelops, and thanks for the follow, Oxid. I appreciate it a lot. 3-2 is the score now in favor of Numelops. Still a really close matchup. Feed will take the lead right here. Now that you see, not letting any room. And now we have a top 3 for Numelops that is looking pretty good for Nod and UC and Shark. Feed is not too far back. Yeah, Feed and Default will have to make something happen, but they're over 10s behind, and that's a lot on such a match from what we've witnessing so far. This map really putting some close action, and very good round by Shark, Nod and UC. 0.045 by Shark and low 0.1s by Nod and UC. So strong run, and that will allow Numelops to grow a 2-point lead for the first time in this match. 4-2 now. Actually, if anyone in the chat knows if there's tennis mode or not. I would appreciate it Mawile with an early crash. Because I couldn't find if there is a tennis mode or not on all sub matches. I would assume there is. That would make sense that there is. Not coming super close to the wall, but escaping it. Still a very close run so far. It's impossible to call, but now it is possible to call because two players from THE Orange crashed in the same corner. So now Feed and Deska would need top two to hope for a draw, and they can do it actually. Really good board by Deska and Feed. Oh, Deska with an inside line, but Feed not with a great line, so maybe not can deny them and ensure the round. Feed will take first and Shark will deny Deska by 200 of a second. And yes, that will prevent the draw from happening, and Numelops will take a third round in a row. Oh, actually, UC is last, so I don't know. Yeah, no, it will be a round for THE because UC got last somehow. Oh. Yeah, so in the end, Feed and Deska's good performance will get them the round. So it's 4-2-3 now. Still in favor of Numelops. I think I put a score for the wrong team. Yeah, here we go. Should fix it. You see going super wide right here. He will lose a lot of ground. It's still top 2 for his team, however, but I think Mawile just, not Mawile, but someone from Numelops crashed. However, Mawile and Shark could still get it. Unless Feed can deny it, maybe Feed will do it with more speed. No, he won't. Feed will be 100 short, and this time it will be a round for Numelops. Yeah, it will. So 5-3 now is the score. Oh, I completely messed up again. Is this correct now? Alright. Okay. Sorry for that. Looks like this round is a bit of a mess. We have a bunch of players crashing. I think Shark just crashed, so it should look pretty good for THE Orange. Yeah, UC is the only one from Numelops, so this round will be well in favor of THE Orange. UC will deny first, but that won't matter. Yeah, it won't matter at all, because it's 4 THE players behind him, so this round will go to THE Orange. THE Orange saving every point they can. It's 5-4 now. Really close sub match, and yeah, THE Orange definitely capable of taking it. But when it comes to the total round score, that will be worth 1 point as well. This will remain close until the end. I think we might even see tennis mode if tennis mode is in effect in this tournament, which wouldn't make the more sense. Oh, I see a crash from a THE player. Couldn't catch who it was though. And yeah, Feed is alone for his team, so it's well in favor of Numelops. As you can see, we'll see all 4 Numelops players in the top 5 so far. Oh, not anymore. Shark dropped down, but as long as his 3 teammates stay in that position, it should be fine. And it will be fine, and Numelops will advance to map point. Six to 4. Can THE Orange pull off the comeback? They are definitely capable. Will they though? Is another story. And for Numelops, it will be very important to close the match straight away, to close the map straight away, because coming with a 7-4 advantage would be pretty welcome for the total score, considering how close this match is. 7-4 would be actually really well paid for Numelops. So yeah, you should take the opportunity while it's there to get a 3-point lead over your opponent, and it's looking pretty good now. We can see all 4 Numelops players in the top 5, and default crashing as well. So now Feed is completely alone. A few more corners to go only, and Numelops should take this one home. And yes, the ending is not that difficult, so they will close this map out with a pretty good final round actually. All 4 Numelops players in point 1, and yeah, only Feed able to keep up. So yes, 3 really strong, really good match. Actually, I feel like THC Orange maybe deserve more points. 7-4 is a pretty harsh score. But yeah, Numelops were able to make the difference later on and score a bunch of rounds in a row. That ultimately made the difference, and yeah, that's already 1 point in the bag for Numelops. And when it comes to total round score, that 3-point lead is really welcome. It's really welcome in my opinion. Simply because if the other sub matches are as close as this one, yeah, it would be hard to. It would be hard for THC Orange to, yeah, to close the gap. So yeah, the second map would be Runaway by CLM. CLM mapping veteran, really. Still active after all these years. So let's see how this will go. Let's actually first know if it's 3v3 or 1v1 in this map. And yeah, let's hope it will be such a close match in the other maps as well. Let me catch if I can see the match channel, which the match this is. TCS Discord. Okay, so there's only 2 maps. So yes, this will be both 1v1 and 3v3. My bad. So that means as well, player from the 1v1 is not allowed to play 3v3. So yeah, we'll see both 1v1 and 3v3 on this map. Let's see which one will be played first. And of course, what's good in this format is that no matter the score, the match is never over, because there's 1 point for the league per sub-match. So for example, even if Numelops were about to win 7-0, this sub-match you would still have 1 point at stake on the last sub-match. So yeah, every sub-match matters as much, no matter what the score is. Looks like this will be the last warm-up. Will it be 1v1? Will it be 3v3? Only one way to find out is to wait and see. Oh yeah, let's take someone else's skin. You actually will have both Zykos and Ben playing with a big skin, and they are playing for the opposing teams. That should be great to cast as well. And Horny with the team 2 skin as well. That's pretty bug. In my opinion, the team 2 car looks much better. could be me, but yeah, I prefer the TM2 car more. Alright, good luck, have fun. Is it 1v1? Is it 3v3? We'll soon find out. Looks like it's 1v1. Yeah, it is 1v1. It will be Feed versus Zykos. Oh, and Zykos with a mistake right away. And of course, KO is not a thing here. Zykos wouldn't be far enough anyway. But yeah, Feed with a 8-10 lead. Should be able to take this one fairly easily if he doesn't choke. So yeah, quite an anticlimactic first round. Yeah, I think Zykos with an additional mistake is over 2 seconds behind now, so Feed should take this first round easily. Yeah, he needs to fly out of the map at this point. We are close to the end. Oh, Feed almost with the choke. Actually, the score was not correct, so Horny restarted the map, but the round counted. So it is 1-0 for THE in this 1v1, 5-7 overall. Second round, let's see if Zykos can tape the score in high while. Zykos is pulling away from Feed, motivated to tie up the score. Oh, and Feed with a mistake. Yes, this round should go to Zykos if he doesn't choke it. Oh, but he will! He will choke it indeed! And now Feed should be able to take this one. Yeah, now it's essentially a free run for Feed if he doesn't choke the end. He almost did previous round, but he won't. So Feed will take round number 2. Feed will take round number 2, and yeah, the overall score is already almost tied up again. It's 6-7 in favor of Numelops and 2-0 in favor of Feed in this 1v1. Oh, and Zykos with only mistakes. This 1v1 is not going great at all for Zykos. Feed essentially being gifted a 3-point lead right, yeah, right before the match even started. Oh, but Feed with a mistake. Oh, it's Feed's turn to give the point away to Zykos. Now we have a fight actually. What a shaky 1v1 so far. After such a high quality 4v4, it's quite surprising to see. Alright, Zykos should be able to take this one, saving the end. Feed tried to risk it, but it didn't pay off. Zykos will take this round. So it's a 2-1 in favor of Feed, 8-6 overall. Let's see how this will play out. Zykos definitely have the pace to beat Feed, but so far a lot of mistakes on both parts. Zykos with the early lead. Can they get out of this tricky corner with a 2-10 lead over Pack? It's over Feed, sorry. So it's looking pretty good for Zykos. Zykos with still over 2-10 lead. Should be able to take this one home. Yeah, he's even extending his lead even more. Feed trying to risk the end, but it won't matter. Really nice time by Zykos. It's 53.39. And yeah, Zykos will tie up the score. 2-2 now. 5 in this 1v1 between Zykos and Feed. Zykos again with an early mistake. Wow, I think he didn't even make the jump. Yeah, Feed has to fly out of the map now to lose this. Again, another round gifted by Zykos to Feed. A lot of mistakes in this 1v1. Zykos, yeah, I guess this match is again representing quite well Zykos. I mean, Zykos is a crazy fast player. When he's on a good run, he's really among the very best tech players. But as you can see, he's making a lot of mistakes as well, which is a huge downside. And yeah, that often cost him a lot of points he could get otherwise, because he's a really capable player. But yeah, his consistency is a problem sometimes. And as you can see, he is driving faster times than Feed, but essentially, like, there's a score is 3-2 now in favor of Feed, and yeah, these 3 points were essentially gifted by Zykos to Feed. And yeah, this map looks indeed way more difficult than the previous one. This map might even be a GA reject, to be honest. And Feed this time with a mistake, so this time it's actually Feed gifting a point to Zykos. Zykos can save it. As you can see, he released a lot right here, because he knows he's far ahead. So we're second in front. He can save it. Yeah, this map looks really like a GA reject, to be honest. It might not be, because I don't know what were the map request dates, but if someone tells it's a GA reject, I wouldn't be surprised, looking at the map. But yeah, CLM is known to build quite hard maps. So now Zykos is back in the lead with a 4-3 score. No, sorry, he tied up the score with a 3-3 score. Sorry. Like that. So it's 3-3. This 1v1 is tied up again. A lot of mistakes by both players. Feed this time with an early lead. Risky land by Zykos, staying close to Feed. Oh, Feed with a bit more exit speed through this corner. This is the closest round we've seen so far, I think. Zykos a bit too far inside, will have to adjust. He will have good exit speed right here, though. He will tie up. Yeah, he will make it even with a Feed with a better downhill. But he risked it too much and clipped slightly the wall. And yeah, in TM 2020, clipping a wall or even thinking about it will result in you losing a lot of speed, and Zykos experienced it the hard way. And that will allow Feed to take this round and take the lead back in this 1v1. The score is now 4-3. Yeah, Zykos even pulled off a 0.3 earlier. But it looks like a pretty difficult map indeed. So half a tenth overlead for Zykos right now. But Feed with a better uphill will make it even, but will crash. He will risk this turn too much with the extra speed, and now he has a 1 second deficit for Zykos. Zykos, who can essentially save this point, just need to cruise it home, and he will tie up the score again in this 1v1. All he needs to do is to not choke, yeah, which sometimes can be hard to ask. Might be a lot to ask from Zykos. His biggest enemy is often himself, but yeah, he will take this one home with a 53.67. Pretty good pace by both players considering the difficulty of the map. And the score is tied up again, 4-4. Yeah, so my score rate should be correct. And thanks for the follow default. Appreciate it a lot. Zykos with the early lead. Bit more than a half a tenth. Quite risky line, good speed through the uphill as a result. So now Zykos is 110 silver feed. Feed can still make the comeback though, is a .089 behind, and that's 2 inside. I was about to say that is 2 inside for Zykos, and it was 2 inside indeed. He will full crash into the checkpoint, and that's another gifted point to Feed. Feed who will take the lead back in this 1v1. Only one more corner to go and Zykos is nowhere to be seen. Feed with a 53.56, so that means since he could save the end, yeah, that means it was a really fast run. Both players really pushing each other to the limit. So 5-4 is the score now in favor of Feed. Really close 1v1, even though we didn't see many close rounds. Oh, and Feed with an early mistake. Feed pulling off a Zykos essentially. So now, yeah, Zykos can save it at this point, but he will crash. I think Feed is so far behind that it won't have any consequence. But wow, Zykos really needs to keep his focus. Luckily, Feed has had to respawn and he's super far behind. But yeah, quite a close call nonetheless. Zykos will save it and tie up the score again. Score is 5-5 now. Okay, so no tennis mode. Which is a weird ruling. But why not? So we won't have tennis mode and the score is 5-5, so this 1v1 is really undecided right now. Both players 2 rounds away from taking home 1 point for the league. Feed with a .08 lead. Less than a tenth. Zykos is closing in though. It's .06 now. More speed through the downhill. Zykos will have a word to say in the end. Zykos is risking a lot and it's paying off. Feed with an inside line will take the lead back, but it will be 2 inside for Feed and he won't make the exit of the corner. Zykos able to push Feed to a mistake and Zykos will move up to map point. Zykos will move up to map point. The score is 6-5 in favor of Zykos. Which yeah, would put Numelops in a really good situation if Zykos could close it out. Especially if he could close it out now. Feed needs to win 2 rounds in a row to win this 1v1, meanwhile Zykos is only 1 point away. Oh, and that's a mistake by Feed. Feed is 1 second behind, so Zykos now just need to save it and the 1v1 will be his. Just need to not choke. He has a 2-second lead. Can go full save. Oh, he will crash! Where is Feed? Oh, but Feed with an additional mistake as well. What is this round? Wow, what an anticlimactic end to this 1v1. Zykos will take this round home and this 1v1. Wow. Yeah, quite a shaky performance. Lot of mistakes on both parts, but it will be Zykos prevailing with a 7-5 score. So now the total score is 14 to 9, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is 14 to 9, and 2 points for the league already in the bag of Numelops. It's looking good for the third one as well. Let me see if THC Orange want both points in the last match. They need to win it. So if they get 7, they will get 16 points. So yeah, Numelops needs 3 more rounds to get their 3rd point. To get the point for total round score. They're only 3 points away. And of course they have to win the 4v4 to get the 3v3, sorry, to get the last point available. So yeah, Numelops in a pretty good situation. 2 points are already secured. 1 is close to be. And yeah, 1 is left to be seen. So we have a bunch of few more warm-ups and then we will go live for the conclusion of this match, which is a really cool match so far, really close. The 4, let's see, hope we have the same show as we got during the 4v4. Because the 1v1, even though it was close, it was a bit shaky. Right, let's find out how many more warm-ups we will see. One more by the looks of it. Looks like so yeah, Feed and Zykos aren't allowed to play 3v3 because it's on the same map. That's a 1v1. So looks like it will be UC Dan and Harney for Numelops, meanwhile for THE it will most likely be Default, Yavzo and Oxid. So yeah, quite a good lineup on paper from both teams. Definitely proper 1v1 Division 1 material on both ends. See what will it be? What will it bring to us? Zykos is asking me for 1 extra warm-up on top of this one. Last warm-up. Looks like we'll go live after this one. Alright, good luck, have fun. Final sub-match, final 3-3. Numelops 2 rounds away from winning the overall score point, and 1 point is at stake for this 3-3. Dan and UC off to an early lead. So That's looking good for Numelops. Yavzo, however, is not far back. So is Oxid. Default though will crash. You see with quite a bad line as well. It's still well in favor of Numelops at this point. As only Yavzo really is challenging them, and Yavzo will, yeah, we will finally crash. Yeah, pull off good resistance to not crash, but he will in the end. We'll have a crash on Numelops side as well, but it will still remain top 2, and Numelops will take this first round home. 1-0 in this 3v3. Round number 2 coming up. Default coming super close to the wall, but he will get away with it. And yeah, really close start to the round. Horny and Yavzo battling for first, but the back is really close, even behind them. Can't really close this round yet. Will this section sort out the players a bit? It's a round for Numelops, but by the slightest of the margins, sorry. Yeah, Horny is still holding on first, but Default maybe can make it. No, Horny now has a decent lead, should be able to take this round, but Yussi with a terrible last corner. Will it change anything? Yes, it will! Yussi's very last mistake! Wow, that will give the round away to THE. What a critical mistake by Yussi right here. Because if Yussi didn't get last, it would have been a round for Numelops, but his bad line led to him clip the final edge of the platform, and yeah, he had a super awkward line coming into the finish line. He could save it, but not enough to avoid being last. However, this round is looking way better for Numelops. With top 3, yeah, two THE player crashed, Oxid and Default. So this round should fairly easily go to Numelops. However, we see a no drift from Dan. So once again, Yussi and Horny will have to save the end to avoid any unfortunate consequences. And they will do so. They will do so. So it will be a second point for Numelops. 2-1 in this final sub match, this 3v3. Oh, I see someone dropping down. It is Oxid for THE with an early mistake. So it's again a good opportunity for Numelops. 3v2 situation. You see with a super big lead, so now it will be even harder for Default and Yavzo to save anything from this round. You see so far ahead, and Default and Yavzo will need first and third to have any hopes. Oh, and Yavzo will crash, so yes, that will be it for this round. You see going wide, he will lost a bit of his lead, but even if Default takes first, it will be a Numelops round. Oh, you see with a late mistake similar to what he did in the second round. But yeah, won't matter this time. It will indeed be a round for Numelops. 3-1, which means they are ensured to win the total the match in total round score, so that would be their third point in total. And they're looking really good in the 3-3 to get the 4-0 out of this match. Oh, Default with a crash. And Yavzo with a crazy risky line, but he will make it. And now he's fighting for first against Horny, but Oxid is over 2 tenths behind. Horny with a mistake, so that will put THE back into this round. Now they have a real chance. Yusi and Dan will have to remain first and third. Dan with a white line. Actually, first and fourth is enough still, because Horny is in fifth. So that should be enough for Numelops. Yavzo though will not snipe Yusi, but damn, that was close. By 7,000 of a second. But Yusi will keep first and get a point for his team. It didn't matter anyway. Even if Yavzo got first, the point should have been for Numelops. So now the score is 4-1 and Numelops is only 3 points away from getting the 4 points out of this match. And yeah, 3 rounds away from a flawless evening on Numelops side. Yusi and Dan first and second. Yusi's dropping down a bit. It's still around well in favor of Numelops. His default is alone right now for his team. Yavzo is 3 tenths behind. So yeah, this round looks to be well in Numelops' favor. Only one more corner to go, so there's still to save it. 3 players in the top 4. Yeah, it will be even default making a mistake in the end. And nice time by Dan, 53.56. That's fast. So now the score is 5-1. Numelops 2 rounds away. Numelops 2 rounds away from a flawless evening with 8 points in 2 matches. 7 of them already secured. Yeah, 2 more rounds for the last one. Mistake by Oxid and by default. So now Yavzo is alone. But looks like a lot of mistake from a Numelops player as well, from UC. So it's actually well in favor of Numelops. But I think Yavzo, the Yavzo can't take this round home by taking first. He could hope for a choke though from UC, for example, if he takes first. Dan with a stumble, but Horny will back him up, and even Dan will be able to stay in front of Yavzo. So this top 2 will grant Numelops another round, and we'll move on to map point. And actually to 4-0 point. This sub match way less close than the previous ones. So yeah, after that I will rate the official Trackmania channel, since they're broadcasting the TMGL head-to-head, which is essentially the promotion and relegation playoffs. So that will be interesting to see. We should be right on time for the most awaited match of the evening, which is Scrappy versus Ivan. But we also have a player from Numelops playing tonight. It should be going on right now. It's Soya playing against Binks for promotion playoffs into TMGL. Actually, it looks like we'll have one more round right here, because this round is in favor of THE. Really shaky round. Yeah, it will definitely be in favor of THE. Yeah, quite a meme round, which will prolong this match a little bit. And if we take a look at the individual scores, we can say that the team captain is taking its responsibilities. Harney with the top frag at 37. And then we have 3 players, all 3 players from the maps are in the top 3. In the scoreboard, which is quite logical since the score is well in their favor, it's 6-2. And looks like all THE players crashed. So now the red train just need to cruise it to the finish, and that will be it for this match. So the last couple of corners for Numelops to end a flawless evening, really. 4-0 earlier and 4-0 on this match as well. That means yeah, 11 points in 2 weeks out of 12 possible. So yeah, GG, really good performance. Let me rate the official Trackmania channel for Soya versus Binks. So yeah, see you there. I will be back next week for more TCS action. Thank you all for watching, despite the bigger events going on tonight. I see you guys next week. Bye bye. And yeah, see you soon.